I'm going to show you guys the 5 technical things you need to add to your home service business website to have it rank up higher on Google, beat out your competition, and get you in front of the customers looking for the services you're providing in your local market. What's up there, guys? This is here once again with Get Busy LLC, a place where I help home service business owners and contractors understand the internet, how to guide them along with website design, search engine optimization, and digital marketing to get their services found online in their local markets. And in this video, I want to discuss the technical aspects of your websites, something that you need to add to your website starting today. You could probably all do it today. If you had somebody design your website for you, you can have them do this to your website in as little as a couple of hours to give it a better chance, to give it more exposure, to get your business found online a lot better, which of course is going to equal more traffic, more customers for you and your business. So, what are these 5 technical things that I'm talking about that you need to add to your website? They're not super complicated, they're actually pretty basic stuff. It's something to tell the search algorithm of Google to give it a better chance to show up for that potential search that customers making for that service you provide in your area. So it doesn't matter if you're like a carpet cleaning business out in Santa Barbara, a tree service company in St. George, Utah, a roofing contractor in Savannah, Georgia. It doesn't matter what it is that you provide. The same rules apply. But why is this information important? Well, if you are a home service business owner or a contractor of any sort, you have probably come to the realization that most people that don't know who you are, you got a lot of leads that you get from word of mouth, that people that know you, people in the community, but there's a huge number of people that don't know who you are, don't know the service you provide. They don't even know that you exist. And you've come to the realization that a lot of people, that when they don't know a particular service, their go-to place is always going to be Google. That's exactly where they go. I always jokingly say that if I was going to rent a bounce house for my kid's birthday party, I don't know a bounce house rental near me or anything like that. The very first thing, my instinct is to go ahead and jump online, go on my smartphone, go on the computer, and look for a bounce house rental company, bounce house rental service near me where I live or whatever that might be, because I don't know anybody around, and I'm going to start searching online. Whoever shows up first on that search results is more than likely the person I'm going to go contact and reach out to rent for that bounce house for that birthday party. So the same rules apply. You have already come to the realization. So if anybody's looking for a roofing contractor, a plumber, HVAC repair, concrete guy, a deck builder, a junk removal, a carpet cleaning, everybody goes on Google. So this is why these 5 rules are very important. And I'm going to show you guys how to apply them onto your website to beat out your competition. And I'm going to show you some examples basically from one I built up a long time ago when I was learning this process, learning this technical stuff of SEO, and show you how it's able to beat out the competition in that particular area. Here's the example I want to share with you guys. So I built this website a long time ago. And the reason I built it, for those of you who followed my videos, one of the reasons that I've learned this stuff online was one of the main things that I was taught was to build out websites and make believe that I was a business owner and build out a website as if I was the business owner of a particular service and get it to rank online and eventually hand out the leads that this website generates to a business owner and rent it out on a monthly basis or a flat fee or a pay-per lead or whatever it might be. I don't do that anymore. So I have this website that I built a long time ago. It's just sitting here. I don't even know if the business owner even does junk removal in that town anymore. By the way, the business is for junk removal. And I built this out. I used to rent it to him, and we just cut ties. I don't even care. I just have it out there. I pretty much use this as an example now. So the search term is junk removal in Salinas, California. As you can see right here, I have a tool called Keywords Everywhere, and the search volume is 140 searches a month, which is quite a bit for this town. I think there's like 100,000 people or so in that town. So basically, the 5 technical rules are the rules of SEO that I always talk about on this channel, which is your title tag, your meta description, H1 title tag, H2 title tags. I didn't really know about H3s at the time, but now I implement H3s as well. And of course, the content of your website, what's written on the website, and that's it. If you follow those basic fundamental rules on the website, it doesn't matter what your website looks like. Well, to some extent it does, but I'm saying if you follow the fundamental rules of these SEO technical things you need to do, which aren't difficult to do, except maybe the content, it gives your website a fighting chance to get ranked at the top of the search results. So we're completely ignoring the map list. This has nothing to do with the Google map listings, anything like that, even though it does, because like I said, I didn't build a map listing for this website. I just built the website. If you do have a map list, it helps tremendously with your map listing. But when you type into Google, if you type in junk removal Salinas, you're going to see this website that pops up. And the very first thing that you're going to see is I fixed up the technical title of the website as well as the meta description. You're going to see it says junk removal Salinas right in the title. So what I basically did was I wanted to tell Google, the search algorithm here, that I wanted this website to show up when anybody types in junk removal in Salinas. That's all I wanted to do. And then of course I added it into the description as well. The junk removal Salinas, California residents call to haul away anything from a bag of trash to a truckload, affordable, fast, and reliable. That's the meta description. That's it. And it helped boost this towards the top. And then now when you click on the website, it says this is just the header. Like I said, these are my old designs. I used to build them on Weebly, but as time went on, I've come up with better designs and better designs. And here's the H1 title tag. Right? The H1 title tag, it tells, so first of all, the title tag is organizing this page online. So Google now knows, okay, when somebody types that in, this is what we want this website to show up for. So now when somebody lands on this website, which Google will crawl this website, start reading what's on it, the very first thing Google's going to look for the crawlers is the main headline of this website. I always talk to it like a book report. When you do a book report at school, you turn it in, it had a title of what your book report was all about. If you hand that over to your teacher, the teacher has, when it's blank, your teacher has no idea what the book report's all about. It's going to throw it back to you and say, I need a title for this. What is this book report about? Same with Google. So you have to tell what this website's going to be about as soon as it starts to crawl it. And here's the H1 title tag that says junk removal, Salinas, California. Got junk to haul? Give us a call. This is what I come up with that long time ago. And then you have the H2 title tags that basically support the main website at the top. Working with this Salinas junk removal service, you see that how I implemented into that H2 title tag. And another one right here, junk removal Salinas, list of things that we take. There it is. I added that keyword in there. And you got to be kind of subtle about it. You can't just like hit people over the head and make it obvious and make it just really spammy. Make it natural, make it flow, or just doesn't look spammy, basically. Then I went ahead and started to write the content for this website. Now the content, that took me a very, very, very long time. I will be honest about that. That was the hardest part of building this website. I looked on other people's websites, see what they were talking about with junk removal. I kind of wrote it out. I used like talk to text to write out the content. This is before this AI stuff coming around and things like that. So I had a hard time writing the content, but I did it anyways. And as I wrote the content, I made it try to sound like natural, make it sound kind of interesting. But inside the content, I make sure I added the keywords in there, like junk removal in Salinas, junk hauling, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and look through here and see how many times I added it right here. Salinas junk removal pros. That's what I remember calling it. Salinas junk removal pros. So they give me a chance to add junk removal Salinas into the content. So I wrote it in there once right there. Let's see what we got going on here. So if you need junk removal in Salinas, Monterey area, give us a call at this number. This is the guy's pictures I ended up putting on the website here. Let's see what we got here. I basically come up with my own thing. So step one, pick up a phone, give us a call, schedule the junk removal, the actual junk removal. I remember I'm like, how do I come up content? I need to come up with like 1,500 words of content. And I'm like, okay, I'll talk about what the process is going to be. So that way it gives me an excuse to write more content. Because what happens is Google's going to crawl this website, read all the stuff of information on here. And if it's thin on content, you got to remember, these are robots. They're not going to understand what the hell this website's about. So you have to make sure it's you got some decent content. And like I say, look at my pictures, they're not even like right size and stuff like that. So then I put a section of things that we take, like appliances, electronics, green waste, household, furniture, construction. I mean, I wrote basically a ton of content. And these days, I don't really write as much because the more I look into it, I don't think they look at it as much as I used to think they did. And then at the end, I wrote a final call to action right here. And that was it. And then I put the footer information in, and that was all it took. So those are basically the 5 things that I did. I added the title tag, meta description, the H1 title tags, the H2 title tags. Like I said, I didn't even know about H3s at the time. These could be H3s. I have no idea. I don't think they are. Um, the content of the website, and that's it. I just kind of just threw it out there and it started to rank. And to this day, right now, it's sitting at number one. Now you're going to look at another website. This is from a legitimate business, Ramirez Junk Removal. You're going to see here, first of all, it says Ramirez Junk Removal. It doesn't say Salinas. If I was a business owner, I would just put Junk Removal Salinas, California. We haul it all. That's what I would change it to, and might even be able to beat my website that I got sitting up here. Let's go and take a look at their meta description. We are Ramirez Junk Removal located in Salinas. That's not bad. It's including all 3 words, so that's not bad at all. So that's doing pretty good. So let's click on this here. Let's take a look at their site. Now, from what I can see here, I don't really see the H1 title tag on here. Just by looking, I don't see any H2 title tags. I don't see anything of the sort. So now imagine if you're a machine, a crawler. Let's say you were a Terminator. You just look at this website and it says, "Welcome to Ramirez Junk Removal." That's okay. That's what this website's about. That's what I'm going to file it under when somebody types that name in specifically. But that's not the purpose of a website. The purpose of a website is to get people that don't know who you are to land on your website and become a potential customer. So that needs to be fixed on that website. Now let's take a look at the content. I don't see too much content. Oh, it's got some content here. It's not too bad. So this website could, with a little extra work, can easily beat out my website if they just put the time into it, and whoever they hired put in a little more effort into building this website, which looks like they did hire a marketing agency to do this for them. But like I said, maybe with time it'll start to rank and beat out my website. Let's take a look at another one. I saw one that was on page like 3. Contact our junk removal. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Salinas Valley Junk Pros. So let's take a look at this website. So I'm going on this website. All I see is gigantic image. Google can't read this. All it's doing is reading an image. It just sees that it's an image, but it can't read the content. Let's see. This is an image. This is an image. All of this entire first page is a giant image. These are images, but here we go. Finally, some content to read, but there's hardly anything to read. So the algorithm, the robots, the crawlers have absolutely no idea what this website's about. Let's take a look and see if they titled it correctly. Salinas Valley Junk Pros. That's kind of close. Let's take a look at their meta description. Furniture removal, television. See, it's completely confusing the search algorithm. And of course, it's not going to have H1 title tags. It's got no H2 title tags. It's got no H3 title tags, no content. And this is why it's sitting, even though these guys specifically are working in Salinas Valley, Salinas, they are nowhere near that first page because they have no idea how to structure that website correctly. Here's another one. Let's take a look at this one. Welcome to Salinas Valley Junk Removal. Another one. Salinas Valley, senior military discounts. Nothing. I could tell this is built on GoDaddy, and it's just not. It's not going to work. Let's take a look here. Salinas Valley Junk Removal. The meta description is completely off. So there you go. And that's why these websites don't rank. So if you just follow those basic rules of SEO, the technical stuff of a website, it's going to give you a huge opportunity to get your business to start to show up, especially for other industries, not like junk removal. That's very competitive these days. Something like roofing of concrete, a deck builder, some kind of remodeling, even handyman in some places, things like that. It'll help you out with ranking online. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. Those 5 technical things you need to add to your website to give it a fighting chance to show up higher on the search results. Of course, there is a lot more to it, but that is the absolute fundamentals and the basics that you need to get everything rolling for your website. And of course, you can learn all of this more specifically. I have a complete, it's called an SEO guide that kind of walks you through all of those technical things that you need to do to a website to get it to show up better on the search results. I have that in my description below. Also, if you want more specific examples of the meta title and the meta description for a website and how it impacts the search results, I created a video for that exactly right here. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Until next time.